Tragedy has struck my fish tank. So I told you the other day about how I made this tank into two tanks. Well, I made some mistakes, and those mistakes resulted in the death of a couple of my bigger fish. Before we go over the tragedy, just take a look at the fish. Here's another week, and another few millimeters of growth. And all these special guys. But goodness gracious, I did an awful lot of work here, and I'm going to have to start all over from scratch. As you can see, I've got my substrate all good looking. I've got several live plants in there all looking good. But I have to start all over, and the reason is because when I installed this pane of glass here, you probably won't be able to see it quite well, but you see all that fuzz? That fuzz is me filling in a gap because it broke free. As you can see here, there's a gap here. I can put my finger right through where this pane of glass, this support beam, was attached to the top of the glass like it's attached here. You can see that that's attached there. That's my own fault. I did a couple of things wrong. I figured that the silicone was going to hold, even though I didn't quite do the best job. It was the first time I'd ever done a silicone job. So I'm going to have to do that again. And another reason why it came apart was because when I was trying to fit this pane of glass in here, it was just a little too big, so I had to keep sanding it down and sanding it down and sanding it down. And then in order to get it to fit more smoothly, I used olive oil to slide it in there. And so the glass wasn't clean where the silicone attached. So that's the problem. The solution is going to be I'm going to take it all apart and do it again. This time I will have the proper tools, and I will make sure that the panes of glass are straight. Not straight, sorry, clean. Make sure that they are clean. And yeah, and I'll give you an update soon when I have that all that work done. And then we shall have our split tank, and our split tank will be really good looking. So when I say tragedy struck the tank, he's hiding back there. He's been hiding ever since the day that he was the culprit. There's his little hiding spot now. He knows he's in trouble. He knows I don't like it when he's aggressive because he's my non-aggressive cichlid, and I'm going to breed him until that trait of non-aggressiveness comes out, and we can have non-aggressive species of cichlid. I'm not sure what I'm going to name them yet. Something scientific, something neat, something cool, something to accentuate the beauty of the non-aggressiveness of the cichlid. But there were three little tiny guppies in here, and he was great with them in here for weeks. And then one day I had some friends over, and I told them about how wonderful he is, my non-aggressive cichlid, and the next day those three guppies were gone. And when this thing broke free, all that fuzz in there is filling a gap, and the reason it's filling the gap is because these guys were swimming over here. And several of them were in here, and I got them back over here, but down in this corner I found two little dead fish, and I'm certainly not happy about my two dead fish. Yes, I've got several of these fish, but I love every single one of them. I've worked hard for them, and they are Phyllis's little ones, and it means a lot to me, every single one of them. We've had 3 deaths along the way. 2 of them happened over here, and one of them happened a little bit ago. And it had to do with changing them from one tank to another, or something along those lines. But that's what's going on. That's the tragedy and the solution, and hopefully I'll have it all done in a week. And when I have that done, I'll show you guys the new setup. Over and out.